My earliest memory was my father bringing me down to my mother's basement, putting up his hands and teaching me how to throw jabs and punches. I was there that he gave me those 3 words: be a man. Stop with the tears, stop with the emotions. If you're gonna be a man in this world and circumstances. That was the source of tremendous shame. I left that room with tears coming down my eyes, just feeling I wasn't quite man enough. Football became a tremendous place to hide. You can hide inside that helmet. You get to project this facade, this persona, the epitome of what it means to be a man in this culture. I thought if I could manifest this hyper masculinity, well, somehow that would validate who and what I was. Certainly my father would respect that, to see how powerful, how strong, how tough I was, and give me the love and attention that I desperately wanted. I'd ask every man to think about what age they were, what was the context when someone told you to be a man. That's one of the most destructive phrases in this culture, I believe.
Stop crying.
Don't cry.
Stop with the emotion.
Pick yourself up.
Don't be a chump.
Don't be a pussy.
Don't let nobody disrespect you.
Be cool and be kind of a dick.
Always keep your mouth shut.
Nobody likes a tattletale.
What a fag.
You little bitch.
Don't let your woman run your life.
Bros come before hoes.
Get laid.
Be a man.
Be a man.
Grow some balls.
So man up.
Man up.
Man up. Man up. Man up. Grow some fucking balls.
Act like a man. Be a man.
Yet again, another teen has taken his own life after being bullied for years.
The details of the gang rape that took place outside a high school homecoming dance are horrifying.
3 teens confessed to shooting an Australian man for, quote, the fun of it.
13 people were charged in the beating death of a Florida A&M drum major, the result of a banned initiation ritual.
A student was found dead, alcohol 5 times the legal limit in his system.
He killed his girlfriend and then shot himself.
Over 20 little children dead. He also shot his mother.
The shooting was apparently premeditated. 1 gunman, and he is among the dead.
315 and 314 for a shooting at Century Theaters. Somebody's shooting in the auditorium.
If you really knew me, you would know I feel like an outsider at school.
When I'm having a bad day, sometimes it's hard to talk to somebody about it.
If you really knew me, you would know that when I'm sad, I really don't say anything about it. I used to hide emotions. Like, when I'm sad, I wouldn't tell anybody. And when I'm mad, I wouldn't tell.
For a long time, I didn't have any friends, so I didn't have anyone to talk to.
We don't really talk about feelings or nothing in our house.
If you really knew me, you know that sometimes I feel like I can't be myself.
If you really knew me, you would know that I don't really know my dad.
If you really knew me, you would know that my dad, he in jail, and I don't think I ever seen him out of jail.
Around 5th grade, my mother passed away. Most people don't know that about me.
If you really knew me, you would know that my mom and dad fought over me.
My parents went through a little phase where they told us they were gonna get a divorce. I just needed someone to talk to about it.
My mom didn't have no good boyfriends. We were abused. I felt like just giving up on life.
I got bullied in 6th grade.
I felt like an outcast.
I felt alone for a long time.
If you walk onto any playground in America where there's a bunch of boys happily playing, you can start a fight by asking one question. Who's a sissy around here? And 2 boys will go at it. Oh, he is, and they could have a fight. Or all of the boys will go, oh, he is. And that boy will either have to fight them or run home crying. That idea of being seen as weak, as a sissy in the eyes of other guys starts in our earliest moments of boyhood. And it follows us all the way through our lives, proving to other guys that we're not girls, that we're not women, that we're not gay. We've constructed an idea of masculinity in the United States that doesn't give young boys a way to feel secure in their masculinity, so we make them go prove it all the time.
If I can man up, why step down from that, you feel me?
Masculinity is not organic. It's reactive. It's not something that just develops. It's a rejection of everything that is feminine.
Sometimes my friends act like they're tough when I feel like they're not.
From the beginning, we're taught as boys to lock down our emotions. We can't talk about being afraid. We can't talk about being hurt. We could talk about being pissed off. We could talk about being angry. We can't talk about being sad.
If you never cry, then you have all these feelings stuffed up inside of you, and then you can't get them out.
We put them on that trajectory through our popular culture, through our parenting styles, through our educational styles, and through assumptions about natural manhood and maleness that we pass along that are incredibly insulting and damaging. And then there's a whole social system that polices them through this low level of threat from other men if they're not man enough.
Today we're going to get into how we learned masculinity as children, where we learned it from, who taught it to us. And I'm just going to ask some of you guys to shout out the ideas that you had on it from your childhood.
In my household, we don't cry.
Showing emotion is like you're weak.
If you hurt, just hold it in.
No tattletailing. Fight back.
You know, everything was surrounded around money, 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 money.
Be the best. Go for the triple instead of the double.
It was okay to be a womanizer.
A man has to be dominant and in charge and has control.
You know, a man does everything to the extreme.
Never back down from anything.
A man used violence to solve problems.
The first lie every boy learns in America is we associate masculinity with athletic ability, size, strength, or some kind of skill set.
I've always felt the pressure of you need to be buff, you need to be masculine, you have to have a six-pack.
Those boys that can catch it down and out or hit the hanging curve are elevated.
I want to play football, basketball, one of the sports, have fun doing it, make some money, like one of them TV type lives.
They're set up for a tremendous failure and frustration in life because being a man doesn't have a single thing to do with athletic ability. You think about all the other boys on that playground. They don't just want to play sports. They want to do computers or music or drama or debate.
This past month, I took part in my first theater production. Like now I'm looking back like, oh, I wish I had taken part in that throughout high school. I don't know, I guess I didn't because it was something taboo. You just weren't supposed to do it.
Second lie every boy learns is that we associate masculinity with economic success.
My name is Jordan Belfort. The year I turned 26, I made $49 million, which really pissed me off because it was $3 shy of $1 million a week.
You know, it's been said that comparison is the thief of all happiness. So if you're building your sense of masculinity based on power, possessions, there's always going to be someone that has more. That leads to an incredibly empty life of striving for things at the expense of what's really important in life.
I've had 8-year-old kids sit on my couch, 8-year-old boys, and I'll say, so what do you want to be when you grow up? And they'll say, a venture capitalist. There are so many things wrong with that that I hardly know where to start. The extent to which he comes in and has already been programmed, he is going to have very limited options in his life, and they will never feel authentically like his own.
And then the third criteria is a culture. We associate sexual conquest with masculinity.
Seek the free! This man is a legend with the ladies.
I can only imagine.
I found the top 5 hottest girlfriends of Derek Jeter. Men everywhere, we all salute you.
Associating that with masculinity is so dehumanizing.
You tapped that ass, didn't you? Tell the truth.
You know you tapped that ass. You put it in the back seat, bam, code X.
But man, I got a wife.
You got a dick. You do have a dick, don't you?
Well, those words are designed to keep boys silent, to keep them conforming to the construct.
My grandfather is very much that alpha male type.